Welcome to News Now Alberta. This is Special Ed. Well, today we're talking about Thomas Messia, who is a trooper and who has lied about being shot by a black man just to get, I have no idea what he wanted to get out of it. Fame, to be loved by his other troopers, to get compassion from people. He's just crazy, basically.
New York State Trooper Thomas Messia claimed he had been shot by either a black man or a dark skinned Hispanic man and has been arrested for fabricating the entire story. From Atlanta Black Star, we have reporting it was 11:30 p.m. on a Wednesday, October 30th, when Messia claimed to have come across a disabled black Dodge Charger parked on the median on westbound Southern State Parkway in West Hempstead. The Daily Voice reported. Messia said he activated his rear emergency lights and approached the vehicle, only to hear several shots fired before realizing he had been shot in the knee. Messia claimed he was shot by either a black man or dark skinned Hispanic, according to a complaint obtained by ABC News. He also claimed the Charger had a temporary New Jersey license plate number of 997636T.
Now, I don't know where he got the description of the car or where he got that license plate, but if there was a man driving around with that license plate in that car, this cop just put this guy's life in danger. Because everybody knows that if someone shoots a cop, they get shot. It doesn't matter if you have your hands in the air or whatever, they will shoot you.
Messia was transported to a hospital and released 2 days later to cheers and applause from fellow officers as a $15,000 reward was offered to anybody providing information leading to the arrest of the shooter. The police union, as usual, came out in defense of Messia despite not knowing the facts. The Police Benevolent Association of the New York State Troopers said in a statement the day after the shooting, "We are sickened by the actions of this cowardly individual who thought nothing of shooting a trooper who is simply doing his job. This perpetrator must be brought to swift justice. We thank the medical providers who are providing our brother with the care he needs, and we will support him as he makes what we hope is a speedy recovery." But 3 days later, Messia was suspended without pay as his story began falling apart. The manhunt was called off and the reward was rescinded as police and the local district attorney's office began investigating the cop and his parents. From the very beginning, investigators were suspicious of a New York State trooper's account of being shot in the leg by a dark skinned man driving a Dodge Charger last year. After all, investigators found 9 shell casings at the scene of the shooting, but no evidence of any rounds other than the one that ended up in his kneecap. There were also no bullet holes in his patrol car or the guardrail next to the median where he claimed the car had been parked.
So he was smart enough to go drop shell casings at the scene or where the scene should have been, but not smart enough to leave holes anywhere when he said that there was a flurry of shots coming from that car.
And there was also no evidence of a Dodge Charger matching the description and license plate number on the Southern State Parkway in the area of exit 17 at the time of the shooting, according to license plate readers and other technology that can help them track vehicles. Furthermore, Messia did not have his body camera activated. Those cameras are programmed to turn on upon activation of all emergency lights on a police vehicle, but only Messia's rear emergency lights had been activated at the time of the shooting. On Monday, the 27-year-old turned himself in on various criminal charges, including tampering with physical evidence, falsifying reporting a crime, and official misconduct, according to the Long Island Herald. Messia's father, a former NYPD cop who was arrested in 1992 on cocaine charges, was also arrested on charges of criminal possession of a firearm, along with his mother, Dorothy Messia, because investigators found an illegally owned gun at the foot of their bed. As a felon, the older Messias is not allowed to possess firearms.
So not only is he a crooked cop, so is his dad. Now, this is funny. For doing something so stupid, he got his whole family arrested.
All three members of the family were released without bail after turning themselves in on Monday morning and pleading not guilty. Macia resigned on Friday before turning himself in on Monday. The family is due back in court on February 5th. Oh my goodness. The entire family is at stake. I said this about something else, but I will reiterate my sentiments to this story. There's people who commit crimes are bad. People who lie about crimes that were committed against them are worse, right? People who try to make it seem like somebody else did something, they are the worst people. They're the worst offenders and maybe even the offenders themselves because it is pointed, it is vengeful, it's evil. And the fact that he chose to pin it on a black man or a dark skinned Hispanic, that's racial profiling now. Like he knows that that's going to get more attention than it's just like, oh, some white guy, I guess, shot me. Taron, let me get your thoughts on this first.
Well, first of all, congratulations to Officer Cheddar Bob for shooting himself in the leg and then trying to pin it on someone else. This hero cop was an actual zero cop. And as you pointed out, they made the perp a black or brown person because they were hoping that would get more attention, but less investigation. As a police officer, did he not realize that they would investigate a police shooting? Did he not know police typical standard procedure? Or was he so inundated in the fact that a black or brown person would just overtly be presumed guilty that there would be no investigation?
Now, he is right here. The fact that being black in the US is a danger to yourself uh, just for the color of your skin. It's like being native in Canada. You get shot for anything. I think he thought that, people aren't going to investigate it too much because he said they were black. Um, I know this channel that I'm referring to here. There's a lot of stories about black people and what they go through with the cops. But this here is 100% racial profiling by this guy. He is a racist. He did get a chance to resign before he turned himself in, which he shouldn't have had that chance. Now that he resigned, he's going to get a pension. They should have fired him on the spot as soon as the investigation started going sour.
Here we see the apple does not fall too far from the tree at all. And I do want to see where this Dodge Charger came with the license plate 997363T, which is now the new 8675309. So the new Jenny song is literally this Charger song. So I want everyone to sing along 997363T and see what happens there. I need to know what the point of this was. And the fact that they let him resign is a union issue. He should have been fired so that he did not get pay and he gets no benefits with nothing else. This is clearly a criminal who posed as a police officer and not the other way around.
And his parents are so disappointed in him right now because if he hadn't done any of this, his parents are now arrested too. Like both of his parents got arrested because of this thing that he did because he shot himself and then he
Well,
was embarrassed and he couldn't be
I
like,
disagree. It feels like his parents were proud of his endeavors. I feel like those parents that we were talking about, the ones who aren't allowed to even own firearms because of their past crimes, they probably encourage this behavior. That's why who raised you is a big question as
they
well.
didn't like, he wasn't very smart about it. Even if he
No, not at
executed
all.
the plan, he executed it badly. And they're like, oh, I wasn't supposed to get arrested as a result of this. So gross.
Now, I watch this channel a lot. I really like this channel. I'll leave a link to the original video and a link to this channel in my description. Now, I know in this news article or this news span that we just watched that they mentioned that he shot himself, and it was just speculation that part. And now it did come out that the former New York State trooper who claimed he had been shot on a Long Island highway by an unknown gunman, setting off a multi-state manhunt, actually shot himself and took the gun to his home. So Thomas Messia and his parents surrendered Monday to state police on Long Island, according to the agency. Now, Messia, 27, was charged with tampering with evidence, false reporting of a crime, official misconduct. His parents, Dorothy Messia and Thomas Messia, a former New York Police Department officer, were each charged with one count of criminal possession of a firearm because a semi-automatic rifle with illegal modification was found in their bedroom. The gun is not the one that Messiah is alleged to have used to shoot himself, according to the prosecutors, anyway. As a convicted felon, his father was not legally allowed to own a gun. Now, he should be also charged with endangering a life, because any black or brown man driving that type of vehicle, a black Charger, his life was in danger, because the cops would have shot first and asked questions later. So the lawyer for the Messia family said that Messia has been suffering from untreated mental health issues for years. How is he a cop? Don't they go through mental health checkups? Now, there are many less severe and less dangerous ways to garner sympathy that don't include shooting oneself, he said. This case is a tragedy that was caused by unseen and untreated mental health issues, and now an entire family is suffering for it, as they usually do in such situations. So this lawyer basically admitted that the guy did it right here. He did it because he had mental health issues, and now the whole family is suffering. No, the whole family is suffering because he illegally had weapons. So this is to go to court this month for the first court appearance anyway. I'll try to update you if I find anything else. What do you think of this? Do you think this cop should be in jail for risking lives and for lying? Like, this is absolutely crazy. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. Please check out my Patreon where for $1 a month you can get my videos a week in advance with other perks coming. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.